This episode of The Secrets Women Keep is brought to you by my luxuriously bespoke, discreet, and personal one-to-one container, The Turned On Woman. The Turned On Woman is the way for you as a leader and woman in authority to unleash your true woman on top that's satisfied, successful, and totally turned on in her power. Experience, embody, elevate. Welcome to the Secrets Women Keep podcast. I am your secret keeper and confidant, Lauren White. I'm a qualified counsellor and sexologist, facilitator of all things turn on, author of Permission, and a witty, highly intuitive lounge room dancing introvert. I help you as an exceptional woman in entrepreneurship to see, love, and trust all the parts of yourself, especially the unseen. Let's pull back the curtain, light the candelabra, and lift the veil. These are the secrets women keep. Hello, and welcome to the Secrets Women Keep. I am your host and confidant, Lauren White, and I'm here to repel you. Just joking. But if you are repelled, that's okay too. And it is actually for both of our highest good. We are here to delve deep into getting comfortable and welcoming in repelling in your life. You need to repel. You need to push away. You need to declare energetically unavailable. Not here for you. This message is not for you. There is this fear in women around repelling. I think it's because we get so caught up in magnetism and what it is that we want to pull in, what it is that we want to attract, what we want to draw to us, that we miss the whole point of what makes pulling in, attracting, drawing to us so powerful. What makes magnetism so powerful is the balance of calling in, pulling in, attracting with repelling. The repelling part is not spoken about. Why? It's so turned on. I love the repelling part. It's such a permission granter. If you're only looking to people and accounts that talk about the magnetism, attraction, getting what you desire part without referencing the repelling, then their approach to magnetism is half-baked. I love the repelling part because it's a far more interesting conversation. As much as I love the success stories of magnetism and women receiving what they're so worthy of and what they desire, I am all here for the repelling part and all of what it unearths. If you are someone who posts online, who has a platform, who has a soapbox, or even not, even if it's in the boardroom or in your company that you work in, anything at all, I want you to know that in order to step out of palatability, being a cardboard cutout version of yourself or, God, even worse, someone else, being something digestible for people takes you away from your magnetism. So no matter who you are and what it is that your voice is here to declare, I implore you, I urge you, I challenge you to consciously step into the energy of repelling, of pushing away, of not extending a cord out to certain people or companies or businesses or opportunities, or choose the option that's right for your particular circumstances. I challenge you to repel. I challenge you to turn people off. It's in the turning off that we get clarification of our message, that we get purification of our platforms, and that we are able to be selective and discerning about the message, who is there to receive it, who you want to receive it, and then we can turn up the volume on that message. But in order to turn up the volume on a message to meet people, you've got to turn people off the message. If you write something or say something or convey something in order to reach as many people as possible, without some fervor and some fire and some passion, your message will be diluted. Your magnetism charge will drop because you'll get a few stranglers that are like, oh yeah, it's okay, it was good. Oh yeah, I liked it. But you're not getting the, oh, that put a fire in my belly. Yes, I've been waiting for a permission grant to like you. Oh, that was on the tip of my tongue, but I could not find the words and say it the way that you said it. And conversely, there'll be other people that'll be like, they don't know what they're talking about. Or they will just get caught up in jealousy. Or they will just be like so caught up in their own stuff that they won't be able to see how incredible it is what you're saying. It's okay to turn people off. It's more than okay. It's a must. You must turn people off so that you can have an exquisite, streamlined life, the concentrated version of life, where all of the energetic tendrils between you and other people is the concentrated version, is the fully charged version, is the quality version. That's what I'm here for. The dilution doesn't appeal. It does not appeal. When I sit down to write something, social media posts is always a good example. Short, sharp, to the point. What is it that I'm here to convey? I'm also asking, in turning these people on that are my dreamboat clients, I know that this message is going to piss some people off, or they're just going to go into apathy, or they're going to unfollow. So I'm actually monitoring, did I repel with that? And if I didn't repel, I get kind of worried. I get a little bit concerned. And I go, where was my fire in that post? If I didn't repel in that post, or in that messaging, or in those emails, then I haven't been as brazen as I could have been. It would have been in my highest good and in the highest good of my dreamboat clients that I took a little bit longer to craft something that spoke even deeper to their souls. Mark my words, when you speak to people's souls, you will be repelling people, and that is a very good thing. That is a desirable state. Having people around and their energy around when they're secretly have mixed feelings about you or aren't quite sure how they feel about you or have these ambiguous feelings is a cost to my energy. Like when that happens, I can feel the cost. I can feel, their stuff. I don't want them around. I really want these clear and clean platforms where I can speak my truth without the cost, and I mean that in every definition of the word. I don't want people on my email list if they don't want to be there because I'm paying for it. It's a cost to me. I don't want you there. So unsubscribe. Great. It's good for everyone. It's an energetic toll on me if people are on my social media platforms and they don't want to be there. So everything I do it in the name of growth, but it's not growth in the traditional sense. People think growth is getting more numbers. That's not the case. It's not an accurate reflection of magnetism. My take on magnetism and how I magnetize is how successful I feel on the inside with my life and what has come to me and what I've put out there in order to entice that to come to me. That is my definition of success. It is not getting more numbers. The last 6 months or so at the time of recording, I've actively gone through and taken, I think, about 600 followers off of Instagram. I love Instagram. It's one of my favorite platforms because it's so dynamic and interactive, and I've made wonderful lifelong connections on there. The thing that I don't like is there is this layer of passivity on there with followers. And so I just went in and went, oh, that account's not even active. Oh, I've never seen them before. They haven't posted on their own page for 3 years. Like they've probably just, left their profile unattended for a while. That's okay. But I like to cull things out and really know who is here for this. That's my big question always in my work and in my life and in my friendships. Who's with me? Okay, if you're not, feel free to leave, feel free to go, feel free to do what's in your best interest. I don't like energy that drags. I don't like draggy tendrils of like keeping threads going that should just be snipped. That's, and that's hard to say as a very reformed people pleaser who wanted to push and keep things going for longer because it was proof of something or proof of me or proof of my worth, whatever it was. Unmagnetic, right? Really unmagnetic. Now I value the repelling. The repelling is just as important. It tells me a lot. Okay, good. That pissed some people off. Years ago, I did a talk in Brisbane, and it turned a business off completely. It turned a business off. They didn't want anything to do with me. But guess what? A couple of people in that room were listening. Individuals. Don't forget this. The individual is not the company. The company is not the individuals. And some of those individuals have gone on to become one-to-one clients of mine years after the talk. I repelled and thought it was the end of my life. I thought it was the end of my work and my business. Oh, fuck, what am I going to do? It gutted me at the time. And now it was the best fucking thing that could have happened to me. It was the best thing because it led to relationships and aspects of my work that are way more fruitful and way more aligned and me now than what was going on 5 years ago when I gave that talk. Trust that when you repel, something that you want to magnetize, call in, or attract is on its way to you. Do not be scared of the repelling. If you want to be unapologetic, go listen to my episode about the secrets of being unapologetic and marry these two concepts together. Don't tell me you want to be unapologetic and not repel. It's not going to happen. You need to be at ease with repelling and allow it to be a part of the experience of magnetizing. I get that can feel scary. I get that can feel forbidden and foreign and like the big unknown when your whole life you've been working hard and putting in effort to make sure everyone's happy or that you please your big audience or that you make sure all your clients have good things to say about what you offer or you just want to help, all the rest of it. If you want to be unapologetic, if you want to be more magnetic, get used to repelling and celebrate it when it happens. Go, turn someone off today. Celebrate yourself. Go, yes. Even though someone was repelled, even though someone rejected me, I've still got me and I'm still turned on by what I'm doing. My message, I still stand by my message. That's the thing. You have to be so in your message, in your voice, in your beliefs and the trust of them that you are unshakable when someone inevitably rejects you or is inevitably put off, turned off or repelled by who you are, what you have to say. Fuck them. They are not a barometer of your feelings for yourself and how much you are in your own corner. If you are allowing other people to be the barometer for how you feel about yourself, you will never be in your full femme power. It's time to break up with that. It's time to reclaim the power and to welcome everything that lies between magnetizing and repelling, and that all those experiences on that spectrum are worthy of celebration because each one is refining you, what you have to say, what your dreams are, how you're holding yourself accountable, and of course, what can come to you. People, experiences, opportunities. If I turn you off and repel you, great. Go. Permission granted. Don't stick around. Don't half be in, half be out the door. You're either in or you're out. Because what you see in others and how others repel you, or other women, I should say, let's make it really specific. Let's not make it too broad, otherwise it'll drown out the message. But if there's another woman that you have ambiguous feelings about, like I like her but I don't like her, the parts that you don't like about her or the parts of her that repel you are more often than not the parts in yourself that you're repelled by. The parts of yourself that are unreconciled. The parts that you're struggling to own or embrace or really flourish. So your feelings of repulsion, turn off, repelled, ambiguity even. Like, why is it not a full yes for you to follow someone or like someone? And just like lurking but watching but not engaging, that lurky kind of energy is really, I want you to sit with this and really think about where are you kind of half in, half out, not fully in your magnetism and not fully embracing another person's magnetism. Really, really sit with that. There's so many clues in that as to why you might not be being or doing or have what it is that you want. Lots and lots of clues. If you're repelled, go. If you're magnetized, stay. But stay in the clearest, cleanest version of that. Not the half in, half out. I'm not sure how I feel about you. If I repeatedly get, I'm not sure how I feel about you feelings, I sit with it. I check in with what it is that's being reflected back to me about myself. And I decide, okay, is it in my highest good to stay engaged in this, this online relationship of sorts? Because there is an exchange there. Is it in my highest good? Am I learning? Am I meeting new edges? Am I expanding? Or right now, is this not the messaging that's allowing me to really be the juiciest version of me? Do I stay? Do I go? Decide. And the answer depends on what the feeling is. The answer depends on what I intuit. The answer depends on where I'm at and what I need to focus on. If I'm getting caught up in my own shit and mulling this over and it's taking the focus away, I'm in full ownership of this statement, by the way, as if it's taking away the focus from what I'm here to do, then I need to leave so that I can stay focused. But it's almost like when I leave, I want the best for them. I want them to keep magnetizing and repelling. I want them to do that because I want them to have clear, clean channels of who's in their lives and who's in their virtual world. So we're all doing each other a favor if we own up to and stand in our true power with what repels us and what magnetizes us and celebrate all of it. All of it. I'm celebrating you and I'm unfollowing you because I've just realized I've got to go inward and focus on the things that you've shown me about what I feel repelled about within myself, or what I'm frustrated about that I'm not magnetizing within myself. Imagine if everyone approached all of our relationships and interactions that way. God, it would be a very different world that would be more in the maturity and more in the exaltation of what magnetism is, which is an incredible energy. It's one of the 3 pillars of total turn on. It is the second pillar, and it's essential that women access this part of themselves. It's essential that you access this part of yourself, because without your magnetism, you can feel like you're unseen, nobody knows you, no one really knows how to take you or understands you or connects with you, and you are moving through this world in a palatable way, diluting yourself to please people and not really standing in your power for this is who I am. Palatability is very stale and very boring. This is a call to step out of palatability, to get into a better relationship with repelling. And when you get in better steed with repelling, you automatically get in better steed with magnetism, which is what you really want. Every woman wants to be magnetic. Every woman wants to move through a party like the cat that's got the cream. Every woman. You are no different. I challenge you to repel. I challenge you to celebrate it. And when you celebrate it, you will get so good. Like, you will turn up the volume on your capacity to magnetize. And the people that come through will blow your mind. If you are a leader, a public figure, or an authority that feels like she should have all of this worked out already, but doesn't, and you require a safe and discreet container to refine how you repel and turn up the volume on your capacity to magnetize, consider this a call to become the turned on woman. Get ready to step into my magical world and be fortified to facilitate your own personal revolution. A revolution to curate a life that feels as successful on the inside as it appears on the outside. As a qualified counselor and sexologist, I've delved deep into the echelons of womanly allure and mystery so that you don't have to. In having seen myself, I see you, all of you, and some women can't handle that. I know you can handle it. The truth is, you're here because you want someone who goes above and beyond the mesosphere, someone who can hold an expanded vision, someone just like you. The only difference between you and I right now is that I've gone through the painstaking process of removing the metaphorical mask that held me back from being fully expressed, integrated, and completely in flow. I want to show you what's possible. And the secret is, it doesn't have to be hard, long, or arduous to become all those things. It also doesn't and won't happen sitting on hard yoga floors, denying yourself the luxury of what feels elevated, lush, and opulent for you. Your desires are never denied, and your version of luxury is always seamlessly weaved into every part of the process. Your total turn-on is the centerpiece of everything we do. To become the turned-on woman, apply now through the link in the show notes, or to skip the queue, DM me on Instagram to start the best conversation you've never had. If you are a leader, a public figure, or an authority that feels like she should have worked all of this out already, but hasn't, and you require a safe and discreet container to refine how you show up as the woman who oozes subtle sovereign action, the woman who has an unrelenting magnetic pull, and the woman who has an air of eros that feels completely at ease every single moment of your existence. Consider this a call to become the turned on woman. Get ready to step into my magical world and be fortified to facilitate your own personal revolution. A revolution to curate a life that feels as successful on the inside as it appears on the outside. As a qualified counselor and sexologist, I've delved deep into the echelons of womanly allure and mystery so that you don't have to. In having seen myself, I see you, all of you, and some women can't handle that. I know you can handle it. The truth is, you're here because you want someone who goes above and beyond the mesosphere, someone who can hold an expanded vision, someone just like you. The only difference between you and I right now is that I've gone through the painstaking process of removing the metaphorical mask that held me back from being fully expressed, integrated, and completely in flow. I want to show you what's possible, and the secret is it doesn't have to be hard, long, or arduous to become all those things. It also doesn't, and won't, happen sitting on hard yoga floors, denying yourself the luxury of what feels elevated, lush, and opulent for you. Your desires are never denied, and your version of luxury is always seamlessly weaved into every part of the process. Your total turn-on is the centerpiece of everything we do. To be considered as an applicant of the turned-on woman, apply now through the link in the show notes, or to skip the queue, DM me on Instagram to start the best conversation you've never had.